One thing I get a lot of questions on is commercial. People are wondering how to bid them, how to price it. Yeah, I mean, I could probably do like an hour thing on just that. But my big picture recommendation is we are in the low volume, high margin business. And that's important to remember. You're never going to be able to compete against Cintas. They're in the high volume, low margin, nor do you want to be in that business. And so we just do like 10 or 20 cents lower per pound for some of these commercial accounts. And because we're in a labor intensive business and, you don't want to be working for peanuts. So I think it is another way for the commercial accounts to negotiate a better price is let them know we're going to be doing a price increase pretty soon. So we're going to grandfather you in you're going to skip the next price increase basically. So everybody else will be paying this. And we'll keep you at $1.60. So not only are you paying 10 cents less, but you're not going to get bumped up. So they feel like they're saving more as well. But the big picture is I just would hesitate on doing some huge discount for some of these places that promise huge volumes. And sometimes the volume is there and sometimes it isn't. Yeah. So you're best off just protecting yourself.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I want to ask, you've been giving like crazy good information, crazy good tips. This is jam packed. I can't even believe it. I'm like blown away. I'm taking notes over here furiously. And there'll be a ton of these notes in the show notes. So make sure you go check these out. There'll be extensive show notes for this episode because you're bringing it today. I love it. Thank you.
All right, nice.
Tell me before we get into just a little bit more, as we finish up, what are your guys' plans for the future? I mean, obviously you're trying to expand your pickup and delivery. Do you have any other kind of goals that you guys are working towards, or is that your focus, laser focused on that?
It's such a good question. After COVID hit, in my immediate response was to just, turtle up because, it's just like shocking. I mean, the mindset back then is different than it is now, and at the same time, my dad is like, you went out and bought another vehicle and another delivery vehicle. And I'm like, and this is before, and because he did see the numbers were going up, but still I was like, you're spending money now. Like we didn't know what was going to happen. And he goes, look, it's about $700, it's a 0% interest loan. And for $700, we're able to per month, we're now able, one person pays rent. That's like $1,800. So like half of one person's rent, you're able to expand into this huge another area. And I personally, this is the other thing I should probably lay off, but I think pickup and delivery was being kept a secret for a long, long time in our industry because the model before was, oh, you've got a successful laundromat, go buy another one and go buy a whole bunch of more machines. And if you're doing that, go buy another one. And it took a long time to groom these owners to teach them how to do it and go buy a whole bunch. And I got somebody with 7 laundromats who says he's never going to buy another laundromat. He's just going to go buy another vehicle for $700 a month. So for $700 a month, we increased our reach. We're servicing a huge other area. I'm full-time on curbside and then also helping with the marketing at Supersets to help just keep the business growing. But if I wasn't doing curbside full-time, there's this person who's going to be switching over to our software real soon. And she had something real interesting to say, like, and she's doing this huge area. And she's like, why don't more people do that? And she's doing banging business and it's all pickup and delivery. And she has one laundromat and making more than most, like she could have a dozen laundromats and she's still making more. She's got like 5 drivers on the road all the time, nonstop. So it's, there's a huge opportunity. Granted, you can't start off that way. You got to just grow organically. Whatever you could commit from a marketing point of view, you got to be able to stick to it and be consistent. So that's something to focus on as well. Is you don't want, it's not the Super Bowl where you just put down all the spend all at once and try and get as many customers as you want. You're best off sticking to whatever your monthly budget is on marketing and being in it for the long haul.